Okay, so here we are, June 20th. We still have 10 days left in this month, right? April, May, June. Do you guys count on your knuckles like I do? April, May, June, July. So that's still early. Follow-ups. I think I've followed up with more people this month than I've ever followed up. And here's the thing, let me tell you, first off, congrats all of us on hitting and maintaining one-star team. That's super exciting. We didn't have a call last Monday, so I didn't get to like officially shout everybody out, but I'm super proud of us. I'm really excited for this team. I'm really, really like just pumped and excited because I know that we're going to continue to keep growing. This is like one stepping stone. Like all of us have come so far and we've pushed so hard, and it's one stepping stone that's going to like propel us into continuing to do amazing things. So when I first started, I felt like Diamond was so far away. I was like, how am I ever going to get to Diamond rank? And then you hit Diamond, you hit Emerald, and you're like, how am I ever going to get to Diamond rank? How am I ever? And you know what? Like the momentum, you just keep going, and you do the things that help you get to where you're going to be, and you just continue to repeat them. And that's a lot about what this call is about tonight, is a checklist of things that we need to be doing on a day-to-day basis. So I'm super excited about us hitting one star. And so whenever you hit one star, you get a corporate, like executive person that comes and checks in on you on a regular basis. And she's like, how many people did you message today? Did you do your follow-ups?
Oh boy.
Who are you inviting? And I'm like, damn it. I didn't. Okay. Like I gotta go do this right now. So like, it's kind of a motivator. And I could kind of like drill sergeant you guys if you want me to, but like it's at the same time, it's like, like I'm stressed out and the pressure's on. But here I am and I'm not ashamed to admit this, at Success Club 2 right now on June 20th. And I'm a little bit stressed out. So it's kind of good that she's been kind of giving me an ass kicking this month and like telling me like, listen, lady.
How often does she call you?
Just on Facebook, like she'll send me a message or she'll send me a voice message. And then there's like a 1 star and above, like, so there's like different managers for different regions. So she's like the Central Midwest one. So she has, 1 to 5 stars underneath her or whatever from the Central Midwest region. So they're like all over the place. But she was just in Jeff Hill's office the other day doing a live broadcast onto like our little 1-star page or whatever, and was like, look, here I am in Beachbody corporate headquarters and just wanted to share this with you guys. So another thing that's really cool is like she gives like filters down more information from the top and stuff to help with trainings and things like that. So that's something that I'm kind of looking forward to, is getting a lot more information that I can funnel to you guys. So yeah, it's kind of been a crazy month, but I'm super excited to be where we are. And we did move up. I think we were 788 last month. We're at like 744 this month ranked as a team. So that's kind of exciting too. So anyway, I'm going to do a screen share because I do have a little presentation type thing. Can you guys see this, my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see this? There is not enough storage space on your computer. Like, it's the story of my life. Okay. And my husband's like, how do you not have enough storage? Because I know it's because it's filled with pictures and videos that I need to delete because I'm terrible at deleting those. Oh, okay. I know, like 300 gigs. It's terrible. So you know what I need is to like put it on a separate like hard drive or something. I don't know. I just probably need to spend a day and delete everything. So here we are at Success Club. So as you continue to grow, so let me tell you real quick, like as far as ranking goes, as far as like recognition, when you hit 2-star, then you become a premier coach. As long as everybody on your team can hold rank. That just means you have 2 diamonds, 1 on each leg. And you hold your rank, you become a 2-star, you're a premier coach. You get special recognition. You get to go to like a corporate, every year they do special trainings and stuff. You get to go to that. I love you. And then what, you know, that continues to build 5-star, again, you're elite, you get all kinds of recognition, things like that. But in order to achieve elite status, you have to have a certain amount accumulation of elite points. So whenever you go into your Coach Online office, you can click on the My Business tab and scroll down to my qualifications. There's like my lead qualifications, where Beachbody gives you free customers, free leads. And there's your elite status qualification. And you can go in there and you can check your elite ranking. So my first year, I didn't really pay much attention to that because I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this business. So I kind of was just doing the hobby coach thing and just getting by. This year is a different story. This year for me, I think for several of you, it's kind of been a like all in, you know, like push hard, make this happen, grow an income, help more people, things like that. So I pay a lot more attention to my elite status, my elite ranking and stuff like that, because it shows you, it breaks it down by a certain amount of points. So the more people that you can get on your team that hit Success Club, that can produce team volume and things like that, the more elite points you'll qualify for. The more coaches you can get to rank advanced, the more points you qualify for. So like last year, the top 200th coach finished with like 165 elite points. This year, the top 200 coach is currently ranked at like 66 elite points. And we are sitting at 33. So that's not a bad, like, it kind of just gives you a little idea, like how, and it kind of goes with the leadership ladder. Like the more you progress, the more you recruit, the more you build your team, the more you grow, the more points you get that kind of move you closer to those goals. So anyway, just a quick little blurb about that. But Success Club, like this is awesome, guys. Like to see, you know, people on the board hitting Success Club, that's really awesome. And not just hitting Success Club, but getting Success Club points. Like that's another thing that's key. Helping people with Shakeology or a challenge pack, whatever it is. And whenever you sell one challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points. That's a given. So whenever somebody buys a challenge pack, they're automatically on Home Direct. So you don't have to worry about that when you sign them up through the Coach mobile app. Now, when you sign them up with Shakeology, they have the option of choosing Home Direct or not. I always make sure that they choose Home Direct because it saves them $13 on shipping, and they can cancel it as soon as it ships. So just a little info on that. But Success Club, I mean, awesome. Like I'm really super excited to see all these names up there. So this is a little something that I wanted to dive into. So this is, and I have all these images separately that I'm going to post in our team page, but I wanted to just talk about them a little bit because there's a few things in here that I wanted to cover. So in your first week as a coach, and these are things, you know, if you have a new coach, if you have somebody that that just signed up and they're not really sure if they want to coach, if if it's the middle of the month, they're not in a Coach Basics training yet. This is kind of a checklist that you can send to them and say, hey, like this is some stuff that you can start doing now that you're a brand new coach. No matter what, like hands down, be a product of the product. If you want to see success in this business, you're going to have to show the success that you get with the product. So you're doing your workouts every day, you're drinking your Shakeology, you're, using the products, you're loving the products, you're talking about the products. The Compound Effect is a book that everybody needs to read within their first month of becoming a coach. I mean, it's like when you get hired at a new job and they give you like a new employee manual and you're entitled or you're required to read it. So like kind of the policy and procedures. Like that's how I feel about the Compound Effect. There are so many simple, basic principles in there that talk about how to, when you start a business and the effects of talking to people and growing a business and stuff like that, like just very, very understandable concepts that are key to success in this business. Begin new coach training. So that's something we do we're going to be doing a Coach Basics on the beginning of every month. Usually that first Monday. July, it won't start until July 5th, just because the 4th falls on a Monday and I'm not going to start it on the 4th. And we've done them in the past where we pair up with Forever Fit and do them with Deidre's team. So it kind of just depends on how many people we have and how it goes. So anybody that you have that's a new coach or is thinking about coaching, I definitely recommend making sure that they get in that new coach training, because it is a ton of information. Yes, a ton of information, but valuable information that really helps get you off the ground. And then publicly announce that you're a new coach with excitement and a photo of you. So something that somebody needs to be doing right away when they're a coach is sharing that with people. And when I first signed up, my picture was of my bag of Shakeology and my 21 Day Fix DVD. And like, look at me, I'm a coach. No, like, look at this stuff that I just ordered. It wasn't like, hey, like, I'm excited, like, look at me, like, or I'm doing a workout. It was like, look at these products, you know, and everybody probably rolled their eyes and kept scrolling because everybody sees that on social media all the time. So we've all done it. We've all been there. But, you know, just whenever you have that person that's new and, you know, they ask, what can I do? Like, how do I announce? Well, just, you know, a selfie is awesome. And like a motivational quote, or, you know, you're excited about starting this journey or whatever it is. Getting started right call. So make sure that you check in with your new, with your upline coach and upline Star Diamond coach. So that's something I want to start doing with anybody that signs a new coach, that's, you know, either active or hobby or whatever. Not only do you need to get on the phone with them, but I want to get on the phone with you and them too. Doesn't have to be the first call, but just so we're all kind of on the same page, and just so they kind of know, like, you know, and especially if there's any other questions that, you know, that you may not be able to answer, or even that I may not be able to answer, but we can kind of help direct them in the right way. 3 vital behaviors daily: personal development, proof the product works, and share your story, share your journey. Talk to your upline, set a date for your first challenge group, begin advertising your first challenge group, finding 3 challengers, and make sure that you start attending the weekly call and the upline team call. So I don't make it a requirement for myself to get on the Forever Fit calls every Thursday, but I definitely try to do that. And I try to be on them because I know how much valuable information is on there. So I always share those with the team, just because I think the information that Deidre gives us on Thursdays is really, really great. So I definitely recommend getting on those calls. So month 1, you know, you guys can kind of read through this stuff, but, you know, sharing 3 to 5 times a day on social media, listening to personal development every day, starting that next step training. So if you've gone through Coach Basics, then it's time to do the next thing. It's time to do an Emerald to Diamond group. It's time to do, you know, a Success Club training. It's time to do whatever a next step training is that we have going on. It's time to get involved in that, just not only for the benefit of getting more information, but it keeps you plugged in and it keeps you engaged with other people, and it always gives more ideas. Same thing with challenge groups. Reconnect, friend request, find out what people have been up to, tell them what you've been up to, finding a success partner and somebody else that you can just talk and connect with. And, you know, like, gosh, I'm having a crap day. Like, I feel like I've sent out 100 invites and nobody's responded to me. Finding somebody else that's in the same situation-ish, you know, on this journey, a newer coach, similar rank, similar goals, stuff like that, just to have somebody to bounce that off of, is really helpful. And then every month, you know, continue to promote that new challenge group, aiming for 3 challengers a month, inviting 3 to 5 people a day. And what I like to do is, sometimes, you know, if I have an extra 30 minutes, I'll go through Facebook and I'll go to my friends list and I'll just scroll through my friends and like, oh, I haven't talked to so-and-so, you know, and I'll just write down 50 names. And I might not get a chance to talk to all those people in, you know, the next 3 to 4 days, but at least I have a list and I can, you know, mark them, put a little check mark when I've sent them a message. And then I move them to my contact list, to my follow-up list and stuff like that. Success Club 5 or 10, and achieve Emerald rank. So that first goal is rank advancement as a coach. Definitely wanting to get our new coaches to continue to rank advance, and that's signing 1 active coach on each leg. And they don't have to be an active coach. They can be a hobby they can be a discount coach, but 2 one on each leg. So then month 2 to 3, pretty similar here, but you really start sharing a lot more. You start talking about coaching a little bit more, what coaching is like, starting in a diamond training group, developing more not stories, like that's not the right word, but like developing more posts about your journey, about your transformation, about what Shakeology is doing for you. I'm not being afraid to share that emotional stuff. Erin, I know you shared, what did you share this weekend? That was, I can't remember. We were talking about something this weekend.
That I shared?
Was it this weekend or early last week, maybe? I can't remember, but I knew I saw something that you.
What was it like? I've shared so much.
I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look, but I just remember seeing something that stuck out, and I was like, yeah, good. That was good. And it wasn't like a super long, lengthy thing. Like it was just something little that was like relatable. And I think those are key. Like, I think just those little, like, sometimes it's just like, dude, I don't like working out and I didn't want to work out today, but I did it. Like, yay. And now I feel so much better.
My one where I was like dead.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. My one, I just said the day I had two. I had one where I was having a really bad day, so I'm like just trying to de-stress from my life. And then I like talked about making like tomorrow an amazing day. And then the next day my post was like I said I'd make today amazing, and like I did XYZ. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was like to post something about like saying I'm going to make tomorrow an amazing day. I felt like I almost had to post something or had to make an amazing day. Like, so I thought it was good. A lot of people liked it.
Like,
I put it on Facebook and Instagram too. So thought that was good. I don't know.
Like
I was dead though, that's for sure.
Publicly holding ourselves accountable is like, I think that has a lot to do with coaching, like, and not being afraid to share those like emotionally like draining and frustration and like real raw stuff. Like people just kind of like to hear that, and it's not all rainbows and butterflies all the time and stuff like that. Like your post this morning, Michaela, was like, it was spot on. Like, dude, I had a crap ton of like calories and booze this weekend and I skipped a workout or whatever it was. Like, but you still, yeah. So, little stuff like that. And I think you had a lot of traction from it too, didn't you? You had quite a few comments.
Yeah, I did. I feel like I just try to stay consistent and real. And I've always kind of stressed that I obviously drink alcohol and eat what I want. So I just make sure to work out, and I did not work out this morning. I totally hit that snooze about, 10 times, but I was like, who ate too much and drank too much and hit their snooze? That'd be me. So yeah. So, people just want to see real. So, and that call about really digging deep about what Beachbody does for you, that really helps find content, always kind of go back to that and like how it affects, how it's worked for you. So.
I'll join all team calls and national wake up calls. That's a given. Every week, the wake up call, like you can access it on the Podbay app, and play it at your will. Like usually it takes me 3 or 4 days to listen to, depending on like what I'm doing, if I'm driving around in the car or whatever, or unless I have like 35 minutes of uninterrupted time, but that's fine. For me, that works. Like I don't always get it in all at once, and I'm okay with that. I just try to get it in when I can. So, committing to monthly challenge.
What was the app that you just said?
Podbay, Podbay. Do you have an iPhone?
I don't. Is it on
I don't know if you can find it on Android or not. but you can always,
It's on there.
okay. So it's the Team Beachbody Coach. Let me just pull it up real quick.
Open. Let's see. Team Beachbody.
Team Beachbody Coach podcast. Can you see it? Oh,
you have to write podcast.
so that's one that I save. And then I talk about Brendan Burchard all the time, but I love him. And this is another one that I save. The Charge Life with Brendan Burchard. He is amazing. And then Chalene Johnson has some really great ones. The Chalene Show. She's really.
How do you save it, or do you just have to search it every time?
It'll go into your recents. Like whenever you click on it, it'll be in recents. That's where mine is. Like you can click search and then type it in, and then it should be in your recent ones. There's all kinds of good stuff on there, but I'm like a creature of habit, and I only listen to like the same 4 or 5 all the time.
Well, Chalene Johnson, I heard that. And who was the other person?
Brendan Burchard.
How do you spell that last name?
Burchard, but it's the Charged Life with Brendan Burchard. He's really good. And all of his podcasts are like 10 to 12 minutes. So I feel like if I'm going somewhere in the car real quick, I can at least get something like that in.
Yeah.
Perfect. And they're all super motivational. So develop a system of organization. Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to go back to this one. Begin expanding your network. So one thing that I feel like has really helped me, I think I've probably added 600 or 700 friends to my Facebook list in the last probably 12 months. And it's because of other Facebook groups that I've joined. Like, Erin, you're in that I Don't Want to Be a Tree group. I've added a bunch of people from there. A lot of those people are already doing their own thing. So I don't feel like that's had a ton of help, but I don't know. I mean, there's a few people that you can connect with in there. And then other mom groups, support groups, stuff like that. Just adding contacts from those groups, starting up a conversation in that group, typing in, doing a post in a group that you have similar interests in, and just getting some traction. And then when you talk with people in the group, send them a friend request. I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to not accept your friend request. So, and chances are if they do, then, you know, there's somebody to add to your contact list that you can start building a relationship with. It's funny because like somebody that I'll expect and I'll send them a friend request, like 3 months down the road, I'll get a message and it'll be like, hey, tell me a little bit more about your fitness group. And it's like, oh, well, let me tell you. So it's always good to get more eyes on your page just by joining other groups and adding more friends. Start following other successful coaches on social media outlets, finding them on YouTube, listening to their team calls on YouTube, listening to videos and stuff like that. Always be learning. And so all of this stuff for month 2 to 3 is like month 4 to 5, month 6 to 7, month 7, 8 to 9. Like this is basically this new coach checklist for month 2 to 3. I tend to repeat all of these things every month. The trainings are different. I try to continue to do trainings that are going to expand my mind and help grow my team. I'm always trying to find more coaches to listen to on YouTube, or more, just people that are in similar situations that are going to give me ideas that I can use to continue to grow my business. So, and then Success Club every month, non-negotiable, 5 to 10. I mean, there are top coaches that, have been Success Club 5 All-Stars that are making sure that they're hitting Success Club 5 every month. Granted, like you see a lot more growth in your business when you hit Success Club 10, but making sure that you're in Success Club every month is a huge goal. So, and then Diamond Rank is next, and then just continuing to try to push for that next goal past Diamond, 1 star, 2 star, all of that stuff. So I think that's all I have for that. And we are just after 9. One quick thing that I wanted to share with you guys. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
So Deidre has a team website for Forever Fit, and it's a team training site. So she has a lot of stuff on here that she uses for her new coaches. And this is something that I'm going to hopefully start developing for our team over the summer. So that way it's an independent coach training. So that way, yes, we can do coach basics, but there's the option to go in and do it on your own. Now, I have mixed feelings about this because I feel like some people may start it and then never stop it. And I like the engagement in a Coach Basics group, but I also like people having the ability to go in and do it on their own. And it's a self-paced thing. So if you want to go in and knock out like 10 hours of training on a Saturday and Sunday, you can totally go and do that. So I just wanted to introduce you guys to this. And that's why I wanted to talk about this on this recorded call too, since I'm going to be playing this for our new coach training group tomorrow. But this is her website. It's teamforeverfit8.com. And whenever you want to access stuff, you do have to enter the password, and it's Forever Fit 8, I think. Forever Fit 8. The F is capitalized. Forever. F is capitalized. So Coach Basics training, and she put it all in here. And this is something that I think Melanie Mitro did for her team. And then it's kind of been trickling down through some other top coaches in the organization. I know Alyssa Shoemaker, she's a top 10 coach. She has her own team website that she has all of her own independent trainings on. I know Beth Bird, that's on Forever Fit, just started doing this this month. So this is something that I would love for us to have as a team. So that way when we do have somebody new, yes, like if it's in the middle of the month, you can wait until Coach Basics starts. But sometimes there's people that just want to hit the ground running and they want to soak up all the information that they can and do it right away. So this is really great for that. So I'm definitely recommending this to any new coaches, anybody that you have that's interested in learning a little bit more, and somebody that maybe doesn't want to commit to a Coach Basics group. This would be a really great spot for them. Like, hey, I know that you said you kind of wanted to coach, but you're not really sure. Go in and check some of this stuff out and, go at your own pace, and it'll just help you with being a hobby coach or whatever it is. So she has some really great stuff in here, and it is self-paced, so you can go in and just kind of do all this stuff. So a lot of this stuff is similar to what I post in the Coach Basics group. So the curriculum is pretty much the same, but it's just kind of a similar rundown. And then there's also some really great tools in here. Some social media stuff, how to post, how to do challenge groups. And then there's some other stuff in here too. Coach recruiting, training, stuff like that. New coach welcome email. This is all like personalized by Deidre, so I wouldn't necessarily take this and use it and send it to people, but they can definitely access this stuff through the site. So I just wanted to share that with you guys so you have access to that as well. And I can post in the comments how to access that too, or I'll post in so that's it. Do you guys have any questions or anything? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, I won't keep you guys. We'll just keep pushing for Success Club 10, right, Michaela? 10. Michaela, I guarantee. Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead. Guarantee what? You guarantee what?
If you post a picture after your surgery tomorrow, you might sell some challenge packs.
I don't think that I can.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think that, no. It'll probably be a week or so. I'm actually a little concerned because I don't want people following me to think that they can't be happy in their skin after a year of working out, that they still have to do something. So I'm like, I kind of don't know if I want to keep it discreet, but I feel like since I do post a lot of workout videos, that people are going to be able to tell in my sports bra eventually, like when I'm bending over. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But I'm like, because I do so much with my fitness side of my page and my workouts, I guess I'm going to have to shift to the nutrition side of things and really try to like share some meal preps and recipes. And I'm not good at that. So.
Yeah, I mean, you
because I don't want to lose
a lot of motivational quotes and stuff.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose my traction. But what I was going to ask you about the like pages, so I ran that ad and I ended up getting like 50 likes. There was a lot of foreign people, which was really weird. But I'm kind of like, so tell me, am I nuts? Like I'm trying to go back to everybody who's liked my page and send them a private message and just like, hey, thanks for liking my page. And I like to see who's liking me. Your little girl's adorable. Awesome. Did you try my workout? What do you think? You know, I run these challenge groups. I don't know if you're looking for anything. Do you do that?
I do. I usually tend to keep it really simple, and it's really hit or miss because sometimes I find like people that follow my page also follow like Megan Ewaldson and Melanie Mitro, and which is fine, but like sometimes they're already Beachbody coaches, or sometimes they're following several other coaches. So
I've been going to their pages to make sure that they're not already coaches, because I saw that video from Ashley Frida or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
And I was
like, do your research. Like,
hello. I was like, I'm scared of her. She's intimidating. Anyways, so I really do try to make sure that what?
Sorry, I didn't see that video.
So apparently she is a runner and a Beachbody coach, very successful. And apparently somebody who is a new coach asked her to join her team, and kind of, she basically said something along the lines of, oh, why run 3 or 4 hours a day when you can just do 30 minutes of workout? You should join my team and be a coach. You're really inspirational, kind of thing. And Ashley's like, it's like blasted all over my Facebook page that I'm a Beachbody coach. Like, do your research. You look
I had somebody the other day message me you could tell it was a copied and pasted message. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna read it to you. I was like, no thanks. Hold on.
I feel like I get a ton of that on
Instagram. Hey, Erin, I know this is completely random, but I have to ask, have you ever considered It Works for an extra income? Every time I see you pop up on my newsfeed, I can't help but think how amazing you'd be at it.
Oh, yeah. I think I've gotten that before, too.
I'm like, hi, no, thanks, though. I do post that I'm a Beachbody coach.
Yeah, I usually try to say, whenever I get stuff like that, I usually say, like, in a polite but firm manner, like, thank you, but you probably would have seen from my page that this is already what I do. And this is, you know, and I'm not ashamed to brag. Like, I'm like, and I love what I do, and it brings me and my clients a ton of success, and I love it, and it's amazing, and I have so much fun, and blah, 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 and it's the best thing I've ever done.
And it lasts forever, not 2 days.
Yeah.
So go wrap that up.
I wish I was creative in my response. All I just said was, hi, thanks for the offer, but I'm already a Beachbody coach. That's all I said.
To be quite honest, though, the fact that you said that is good, because she's basically doing the same thing that we do just for her business, and maybe she's passionate about that. So I do take that a little bit into consideration when responding, because it's like, I do unto others as you want done unto you kind of thing. So I think you were fine in that. You don't have to be, I mean, I'm just a bitchy person. People call me abrasive. So I'm going to be done, baby. Come here. My little one's still awake.
Oh, I can hear mine upstairs. Yeah, we can jump off. There's no need for me to keep you guys. I've got to go study, guys. I have a massive exam in 2 days, and I'm super nervous about it. Yikes. Well, day and a half. It's at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. Don't tell anybody. Just say a prayer that I pass so I can stop pulling my eyebrows out like I've been doing. Like this morning, I'm like, yeah, I know. Test anxiety is a bad thing. Like I didn't have this when I started nursing school, and now I do this. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop pulling out your eyebrows though. Those don't really grow back.
I need to keep those.
Yeah.
Is it the NCLEX, whatever it's called?
Yeah, it is.
One of my friends just took that last week. She was nervous, but she passed. She did good, so I'm sure you will do the same.
How long do you have to wait to get the results?
What I've heard, this rumor is like you can try to log in right away after your test is done. And if it lets you log back in, then that means you didn't pass. It's like giving you another opportunity. But if you can't log back in, then you do pass. But then you can pay to get your results and you'll get them within like 24 to 48 hours.
She did something and got like her unofficial results of a pass.
Yeah. So
I don't know what she did.
I'm just hoping for the best. I took a practice test yesterday and it was not good. And I was like, oh, I guess I can probably stop recording.